Coming off of a big win and getting ready to refocus this week. I know guys have talked about how focused you guys were for kind of the challenges coming off a loss. How do you kind of keep that focus this week?
Oh yeah, coming off a loss, we just really focused up, and we don't want to have that feeling again. So we're gonna do anything we can not to have that feeling and it happen to us again. So we're just gonna keep it consistent.
Offensively, so good the other night, but obviously there's some hiccups in there as well. What was the biggest thing you guys took that you wanted to get better on out of that game?
Well, everything. We can get better in every phase. Our pass protection, the run game, the pass game. So we're going to work on that in practice this week, and we'll have it together by game time.
How has the pass protection gone for you this year?
Early on, I kind of feel like I struggled a little bit. And then, I just been working on it, and every week it's gotten better.
Has the added weight and stuff like that made you a better guy kind of in the red zone? It seems like, when you get down there, you look pretty strong and powerful. Do you feel that way, and has that made a difference in that aspect?
Yeah, the weight in every part of my game has really helped. And red zone, yeah, it's really tough down there, and the box gets a little thicker, and you got to really run downhill.
Was that one of the biggest adjustments? When we talk about you kind of moving away from that receiver spot more to running back, that's being in that sort of situation where you just got to run through a bunch of guys.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference between running back and receiver. Receiver, you're outside, you get this DBs and stuff, but running back, it's bigger guys in there. It's more people in the box you got to get through. That's the biggest difference.
We saw you bust that one outside too and get 45 yards or whatever it was, and you can also, like you said, go between the tackles and barrel forward for a few yards. Do you take pride, I guess, in trying to be able to do multiple things there?
Yeah, pass protection. I just want to be a complete back.
I know we asked you about getting more comfortable doing stuff like running between the tackles, but it seems like you're developing a little bit of an arsenal there with stiff arms and stuff like that. How much are you growing in those regards and getting hands off of you or trying to break tackles and whatnot?
Yeah, we do it in practice every week with Coach Marks, and everything in practice I just want to translate over to the game. So the more I work on it, then the more it'll show up in the game.
Is it fun to be utilized as much as you've been kind of down the red zone and whatnot? Were you expecting that type of involvement?
Yeah, whatever play they call, whether I got to block in the red zone or get the ball, we just want to put it in. Whoever scores, it really doesn't matter as long as it's in the red. It ends with a kick.
Harsh was saying on that touchdown reception you had that Virginia just kind of showed the one look that would put the ball in your hands. Do you see that look, or is that just something that Brett reads and it goes to you, or can you see that pre-snap, or how does that work?
Yeah, when I motion, if nobody goes with me, then we have a good matchup. And if somebody goes with me, then we just throw the screen exchange. So Brett made a good decision on that one, and we saw both looks in practice, and we scored. So.
How much better are you than you were at this time last year?
Well, this time last year I wasn't playing, so I guess a lot better.
And what do you think is the biggest difference in your game from this year to last year?
Just being able to carry the ball more and take the hits.
Mountain West play starting on Saturday. How big of a deal is that to you guys? We know that you have it above the thing down there. What the non-conference is kind of over. You're kind of transferring into conference play. How big is this next set for you guys?
It's huge. We just want to continue to be 1-0 every week, and we want to accomplish that goal of being conference champions.
Do you kind of sense the shift from the non-con to the conference? I don't know if the coaches talk about it, but is it kind of a new season for you guys?
Yes, it's a new season, and I feel like we got a lot of confidence over those past few games, and also with that loss with BYU. We just don't want to have that feeling again. So we've been doing everything we can not to let that happen again. And going into conference, we just want to be 1-0 every week.
Did you guys get a chance to see how important momentum is against Virginia? Because you grabbed it in a hostile environment on the road right away and never gave it up, and you see what it meant on the scoreboard, obviously.
I think with JT's touchdown, it really just ignited everybody, and everybody got excited and just wanted to make plays. And we traveled that far, and I just couldn't see us losing that game.
What have you seen in Hawaii?
They're really aggressive. They're very coached well, and they like to blitz a lot.
How does that affect the running back if they like to blitz a lot?
We just got to pick up. We just got to pick up the blitzing and pass protection, and I mean, when they sit back, then we run the ball, and if they want to blitz, then we'll throw the ball.
Sounds like some of the coaches are saying maybe they're better than the record or they're better than the scores. You know, do you agree with that looking on film?
Yeah, I do. Just they played good teams early on, so I really do feel like they've been battle tested already, and they are better than their record.
Are there teams? I mean, I know that film study is always important for you guys, but are there teams where you do have to pay attention a little bit more just because of how much they do on the defensive side of the ball and maybe try to disguise things or how multiple they are or whatever it might be?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we watch film, and we just kind of try to figure out their tendencies, and during the practice during the week, and then we get to the game. We really haven't seen anything new at that time, so we've seen everything in practice during the week. So anything new that shows up is not really often. Yeah.
Coach Harsin was saying that you guys had Saturday off. How'd you and the roommates kind of take advantage of a little bit of downtime there?
It was good, man. We got to recover. We just got to watch other teams in the country. And, I mean, we really don't get to watch other teams like that. So we just got to watch some football, recover, and it felt good coming off the win.
When you watch football, do you pay attention to any particular teams, or do you got any buddies out there that you try to watch or anything like that, or do you just watch football?
I do. I try to watch most of my friends from back home. A lot of the guys are like in Pac-12 and, you know, Mountain West and stuff, so I try to watch them if they're on. And then, I mean, whoever else is on, I'll watch them.
Hawaii played Wisconsin, flew home, then they're flying back to play you guys. You guys talked about such a long trip going to Virginia, but they do that every game, it seems like. Could you imagine having that kind of travel schedule?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's pretty rough for them, but I mean, at the end of the day, you get to play football when you travel, and whether it's at home or away, so that's the good part about it.
Go for it, man.
The weight you were able to add in the offseason through 4 games, how beneficial has that been?
Good. I'm not as beat up as I was last year. And plus last year I wasn't getting as many carries, but it was still taking a toll on me. I mean, and I'm still pretty healthy right now, so it was for sure the weight that I put on.
With ask about Thomas Spurbeck and what he does for you guys in the blocking game, and obviously you had a big block stealing the edge for you on your 47-yard run. What do you see out there? And I mean, do you obviously notice him as you're getting to the outside or whatnot?
On that play, he came down and cracked. So since he got the guy so good on the outside, then I just went outside of him, and he had no leverage to the outside, so I feel like I can just outrun the safety that I was trying to chase.
How much, I mean, kind of an obvious question, but how much do you appreciate guys? I think that Coach Harsin called those moments for love of the game moments when Spurbeck blocks like that.
Yeah, I mean, those guys got to put their body on the line for the run game, and then we put our body on the line. We got to pick up blitzes, so it's all like, you know, we're teammates, we're family, and we do it for each other to win.
You said that you know, Brett's a guy that's been in here, you know, 6 o'clock every day watching film. What was he like? You know, his kind of mood or his reaction following his first collegiate start?
I mean, he was excited, but we just told him we got to keep it rolling, and it's a 24-hour rule. You got a good game, but we got to look to the wire this week.
Is it just you two, or do you have another roommate too? Or?
Yeah, me, Brett, and Jabril.
Good. Thanks.